Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to get going with Tradingview, just to try demo trading for free, charting for absolutely free, no obligation, no free trial, no nonsense of any kind at all. So what I'm going to do is just open up an incognito window so that it doesn't know it's me, since I'm already logged into my own Tradingview. Okay, so I have gone ahead already and created an account on this, a free account. I didn't do the start free trial or anything, just when I went into it, it directed me to create a free account. So I did one through my Google. So that information is saved in here. So now I'm in. Now, there is a free trial thing you can take. However, if you do decide you want to use some of the paid features of it, there's a link in the description. And if you use that, you get a credit of, I think, $30 or something towards paid services. So, but in the meantime, this is really just to give you an idea of the feel of it. I don't really advocate trading on Tradingview for intraday futures anyway, though it certainly would be okay to start with. There are certain things, if you watch the Sierra chart video, that you can get there and that I find pretty essential that you can't get on Tradingview. But we're just getting started. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Now that we're in here, first thing I'm going to do is open a chart. So just click on chart. So we've just opened a chart. One thing with this, guys, you can't, I tried it, you can get delayed data on the futures, but you can't actually sim trade unless you have real-time access to that particular data. So we got an easy way around that. Well, the first thing I'm going to do before I go any further, I can't take this white. Okay, you click on the corner, dark color theme. Oh, that's better. That's so much better. So the way around that is to use the CFD feed of the cash price. It's not going to be exactly the same as a futures price, but it's going to move almost exactly like it. So the nice thing about Tradingview is all you have to do is just start typing. If you start typing a symbol, it's going to start looking for symbols. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to look for SP, look for an S&P cash index feed. So we're going to go to CFD. There are two. There is the Forex.com one. Okay, you'll notice has a baked-in spread of 6 ticks. Now, 6 ticks is different than it is on the actual S&P futures, because this one here, you'll notice, trades in 1/10 of a point increments. All right, so 6 ticks is 0.6 points. It's got a baked-in spread. This is very Forex-y, as you can tell. Like you wouldn't see this on a futures-centric thing, but they're very much around Forex on Tradingview. That's where they really started. So. But I'm just leaving this. I'd probably get rid of this, but I'm just leaving it up there for now for reference. So there's a baked-in 6-tick spread. That's a little much. Now, if you go and use the ULANZI one, it has a baked-in 30-cent spread. So you're going to be trading with a 25-cent 1-tick spread in the futures. This is more realistic. I would use this one. Now, the nice thing about this is you can actually demo trade with it. Down here is your DOM. Okay, so there's a DOM right here, and you can see this is the current, and then there's a bit of a spread, okay? So that's fine. Keeping in mind, this is on 1/10 of a point increments. What you're actually trading on 1/4 of a point increments on the futures. Very much relatable. You can use this to practice and get a feel for it. What we want to do down here is go and get ourselves linked up somehow with an account so we can log our trades. Now, if you're actually logging into this with AMP, you will have already access to a better version of it than this. And what you do is you go down here, there's AMP, okay, or there's Iron Beam, or there's TradeStation, you know, the broker that supported is down there. We're going to paper trade. So as long as you have an account with Tradingview, just a free account, you get started with 100,000 in your sim account. So I just changed it. So I changed it to 5,000. Okay, reset. You got $5,000. Now the other thing you can do on here is you can use commission. All right, include commission. So let's say we have a commission of 85 cents. There. So that's already baked in. All right. Now we can close this down. We don't need to see all that. So we're now live in our paper trading account here. So let's just say right now we're going to go short. We're going to click the sell over here. All right. And just see what it looks like. Now you can turn these, you can change the background here. All right. And get rid of these bars if you want. The background is set to gradient, which I think is a little bit weird. So we'll go to pure black. Oh, that's better. That's so much better. And the grid lines, if you want to keep the grid lines, fine. Get rid of them, that's fine. You can change them this way. Change the opacity down here. Just turn the opacity to 0. I don't like having grid lines. Turn the opacity to 0. Immediately a much prettier easier chart on the eyes. Say we're going to sell it here, okay? Now it's going to open up this window, and then you can just quickly click take profit, stop loss, and then there, it places your order. Took a minute there, but it went through. So now we've got a take profit and a stop loss already in the market, okay? Now, this here is going to make you want to confirm every time you move it, so we want to change that. Hit settings tab on the bottom right here, as you can see, and we're going to go settings, trading, instant order placement. We want to allow that, and play a sound on execution. Why not? And I'm going to take off these buy and sell buttons up here because I just find them kind of cheesy. So that's gone. Now extend lines left. You can do that if you want or not. See, this way it will just show the lines on this side of the chart. I prefer that. Now the other thing is that it really kind of gets in the way of everything here, okay? So all you have to do is just click anywhere on the chart and drag it out like that. And then you can see your position over here without it going all the way over. And even if you have, you know, extend your lines left, that's fine too. At least you can see better where it is. Now that's the great thing about TradingView. Your scaling down here is set to auto. So if we want to change, say we want to change to an hourly chart, then all we have to do is type 60 on our keyboard, enter, there's an hourly chart. If we want to go to a daily, you can't type 1440. It doesn't figure out that that means daily. So it gives you that warning. You wind up with a daily as a default, but so you can also choose it from up here. Okay, so 4-hour chart, 1-minute chart, whatever you want. You can't do a 2-minute chart, but it does give you a 3-minute chart. So really, I mean, this is pretty darn good. And then now that we have one-click trading on, you can adjust your profit target, your stop loss, whatever you want to, just by dragging them. Now, very important, you also have your flatten button, okay? So if you want to go flat, click flat, there, we're out of the trade now. And now there's another way also. We're going to try taking another trade here just to show you now that we have instant orders enabled, it's going to place it differently. So let's try a buy trade here, all right? Now we don't have a stop or a target. So what you have to do, this is the way I would do it. I would have it set to instant trading on, so I can click and get in, and then you have to go and right click on your position, protect position. I just click stop loss, take profit, whatever the defaults are, and they're there, and then you can adjust them to whatever you want. It'll take you out. If you need to get out, just hit flat. There, you're out. And if you go down here, here shows your account history. So this will show you the trades that you took here. Now it will also have your commission in place, right? Everything will be down here. All your commission entries will be in here, and all your profits and losses will be in here. And so it's a really great tool for getting used to how a DOM works. Of course, you can place an order on the DOM here, okay? So here's your current price. You can place a sell order on here. It's going to turn into a limit order. Once it gets up there, it will sell it, okay? Cancel the order, you just click it like that. Place a buy order down there. Perfect. When it gets there, it'll take it. It works the same as a typical DOM. Now, say you want to make your charts look sort of like mine, like you want to have Keltner channels or indicators and that sort of thing on it. We'll go through that too. There is an almost limitless amount of indicators available on here. So go to indicators, something simple like Keltner channel. You would just go, it would be in the built-ins. Now, there's also ones that, there's all kinds of indicators that people have actually put on here themselves too, and a lot of them are quite well done. So Keltner channels. Say you want a Keltner channel like I use, okay? There. Now they're on our chart at the defaults. Now up here, you're going to see the volume, which is already on the bottom, is there. Okay, when you go over it, you have the settings cog. You have it remove and you have hide. So you can have it still there on your chart, but just hide it from view. So let's go to our Keltner channels. So here, inputs. So say we want to have it, the way I like it is 2.5 of the true range, exponential moving average, and you can have it average true range or just true range, okay, whichever you prefer. It will be similar. And then if you want to change it so that you have a little bit of a background in between them, you can pick a color, whatever you like, and then change the opacity of it so that it fills it in between. Nice thing about TradingView is when you change things like this in a window, it changes it on the chart instantly, so you can actually see what's happening, which is fantastic because You know, something like that in Sierra chart, you wouldn't see it till you clicked apply, you know. So now we've got our nice Keltner channels plotted on here too. And we're on a 3-minute chart. We want to go to a 5-minute chart. All we do is make sure that we have our window, like, you know, that we're not on some other window somewhere. We just hit 5, enter, 5-minute chart. Want an hourly, hit 60, enter, hourly chart. Okay, say we want to see what the Dow's doing right now. Then we just start to type. It's probably US 30 or something like that, I would guess, to get a CFD feed. US 30, US Wall Street 30 from Oanda. Try that. Now we suddenly have this on the Dow. Okay, or if we want to have it now, we wouldn't get intraday data on a stock, I don't think, but if we want to see what the Euro US dollar is doing, Euro, we then go to Forex, okay, Euro USD, that's the Euro USD. And then it also has news announcements baked in at the bottom. Extremely easy to use. There's nothing saying that you couldn't have, even if you were already set up using a real platform like Sierra Chart, you couldn't have this on the free version of it in another window just for your charting. It's really wonderful to use. You can change the scale just by pulling it like that. You can change the scale this way just by pulling it like that, or even by just, you can go up and down on the chart by just clicking on the chart and dragging it. And then once you mess with it like that though, and you're done with it, click auto again, and it'll auto scale it so that if you change your time frame to a different time frame, it automatically scales the chart the way you need to. Roll the mouse wheel down, condenses everything, goes back, roll it forward, extends everything out. It's super, super easy to use. And there are tons of other useful things. Also, if you want to put an oscillator on the bottom, okay, go to indicators. Say you want to put a MACD on the bottom, just start typing MACD, or you want to put moving average on, you know, it comes on, it's quite easy. Say you want to put a MACD on, there, and then you got your MACD. You're going to have these little ads pop up and that, but, you know, free is free. And then you'll see it creates its own little window down here. You can also change the size of that. The volume will stay as part of the main chart. It'll stay up top. So you got your own window here. Again, it appears up on the side here. This just a little condenses them. This is pulls everything out that's on here. All right, so you got your Keltner channels. You can hide them if you want, show them, settings. You can view the source code if you really like, or remove them. The volume also, you can hide it. You can change the settings on it, remove it. Down here is where you're going to have your oscillator, same thing, hide it, settings, remove, whatever. So very handy. You just want to get rid of it. There you go, and it's gone. Now if you want to compare this to another index or something, okay, you can add any of these, like an actual Dow average, S&P, SPX average, but the only thing is if you do that at 9:30, you will get a straight line from whatever the close was to the 9:30 value, because it's an index. But say if we want to go US 30, if we find the symbol here, just click on it, there, and you can see how it is behaving, you know, as a comparison to this on a percentage scale. Of course, if you want to put it off percentage scale, it's not going to work. What I like this for is sometimes I will take the futures symbol down here and then overlay the cash S&P on top of it to see what's happening with the cash versus the futures on the same chart. And then the prices are close enough that we don't have to go to a percentage scale. We can keep it on a straight scale. Another thing here is the drawing tools, guys. All kinds of drawing tools on this. Now, for my purposes, you got trend line. Okay, if you want to draw, these are the lines here: trend line, info line, trend angle, horizontal ray, which is like a partial line, horizontal line. That's pretty much all I use. Here we go. Draw a line up here at 4220. There's your line. Right click on the line. Settings. You can change the thickness of it, the color of it, whatever you want, the opacity. You know, make it whatever you want. Very simple to use. There's all kinds of other drawing tools on here, like you can do pitchforks, you can do Fibonacci stuff, Gann squares, like all sorts of anything you could ever want to do. You can also put in like a sample position, like say you want to go long here, you would click like there, and then you can stretch this out and around. You move it around or stretch it around, and it gives you a little bit of a breakdown of your trade, all kinds of stuff. I don't use this, but there's all kinds of stuff you can do. You want to get rid of it, just click on it, delete key, gone. This program could not be any easier to use as far as I'm concerned. I just wish they would have automatic OCO orders, time and sales window, and tick charts. If it had that, I would seriously consider just trading on this. I have done a little bit of live trading on it, and it's been very reliable and very fast. I don't like that it only updates once a second. Maybe there'd be a way around that. Give this a few years, and it may well be a lot better tool for intraday futures trading too. Anyway, guys, that should be enough to keep you busy for a while. So I hope this has been helpful. Questions and comments down there always. Like I say, there's a lot more videos and better videos on Tradingview on the internet than me, but at least this will get you started. My newsletter's down there too. It's free. Sign up if you like. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.